guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So for today's video I thought I would do a bit of a updated makeup collection. It's not a massive collection, but there is a few bits that have been added since the one that I showed you last year. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you an updated version basically. So I think I'm going to start off with my eye palettes first and go through like categories. Show you is actually this one, which is from the PS collection in Primark. It is, where is it? The berry and cherry shade, I think. So open that so you can see the colour better. Now this was the first eyeshadow palette that I've actually tried from Primark, and I was quite impressed with it, to be honest. It had a little bit of fallout, but then quite a few palettes tend to have that anyway. I haven't tried all of these, I've only tried 3 colours, but the ones that I did try I was impressed with. Like, these are really nice, and inside it has 4 matte, 4 demi shades, and then 4 metallic shades, which is really cool. Metallic shades are actually quite up my street, which I didn't really know until I tried this. So I would definitely recommend this one, and I think it was £3, I think. So that's the first palette. Now the second palette is actually this one. Now this one is by Revolution, and it is Beautifully Darkness. Now I actually got this last year. I think it was on like an offer when I was picking up another palette. And yeah, it was either I tweeted this one, or I think it was like Heavenly Shades or something like that. But I thought I never actually go for dark shades, so I thought I wanted to try something a little bit different, hence why I picked this one up. I've only done it a couple of times, tried it a couple of times even, but here are the shades. The gold one's lovely, and this one here looks like, almost like a metal gun shade, which I really like. And the good thing about this as well is I know that most of Revolution eyeshadow products have really good pigmentation payoff, and this all has the names printed on the palette as well. So if you are somebody who likes to use the names and stuff, that is quite handy. It has 8 matte shades, and then it has 4 shimmer shades, which is really cool. And it's quite a nice size as well, so if you are travelling or wanting to take a palette with you, this one I feel like is just a nice size. So there's that. One is actually this one, which is the Day to Night edit, and this is actually an Avon palette. My mum got me this for my birthday. Let me just open it. Now the thing I really like about makeup palettes is that they have the ones that come with really big mirrors, like this one. I won't hold it up because it'll probably blind you. Here are the shades in it, so it's really wearable, which is great. And as it claims, it's day to night, which I feel like you could, like if you had, say if you were in a bit of a rush and you didn't have time to fully redo your face sort of thing. That sounds so weird, redo your face, but I think you know what I mean. You can just like top it up so that, like, kind of change the look a little bit with these darker colours, which I think is really handy, especially if you're in a rush. And the colour payoff on these are really nice as well. I've used quite a few of these. I haven't actually used the darker shades because I'm not like the best with eyeshadow, but I want to start experimenting more. So yeah, I might try that in the future. But the light shades and the gold shades and the bronzy shades, I feel like bronzy colours go really nice with dark eyes, and my eyes, they're brown, but they're really dark unless I'm in like the sun. So yeah, right, now we actually have, where is that gone? Weird. I did have a little mini palette that I showed you guys the other day, but I can't seem to find it, which is weird. I always tend to do this. I put stuff down and then I forget where I put it. Does anybody else can relate to that? So yeah, I do have that one, but I'm just going to go on to my favourite palette, which is this one. It's again by Revolution. Now, I feel like this brand is one that I always reach to just because I know it's reliable. Like, I know that if I go in there and I want an eyeshadow palette or anything like that, I know that it'll work well and the payoff will be really good. So yeah, sorry, I'm making that look really hard to open. It's really not, it's just that my nails get in the way sometimes. So yeah, again, this one has a massive mirror here. And then here is the palette itself. It has 24 shades in it. And again, this one is really, really wearable. I have dipped into the dark purple before, and I actually tried out the black today to kind of do like a slight wing. Now, I've never really done that with eyeshadow before, so I'm hoping it doesn't smudge too much. But I kind of miss not having an actual eyeliner. So yeah, I thought I'd just test it out today. But this is really good. I reach for this all the time, and the fact that it does have like the khaki and the black and the deep purple in with it as well, I think it's really good, because then like you can test out these new things instead of, you know, reaching for a palette and it just being full of like, say, blues and greens and purples and stuff like that, stuff that isn't the easiest to wear, and you'd probably get it and maybe reach for it once or twice. But something like this, you can kind of dip your toes in the water and test it out a little bit. So I feel like this is why it's my favourite palette. I feel like this one would be quite hard to beat as well, so yeah. Right, now I think I'm just going to show you a liner. Now at the minute, because my liquid liners ran out, I only have this one, but this is still really good. It's actually by Natural Collection and it's just in the shade black. Now this is literally the basic pencil. The reason why I feel like it's always handy to have a pencil is for if you do run out, you've got something there. The only thing is, when it comes to pencil liners, I'm not necessarily that great at applying it onto my top lid, because I'm one of them people that, as much as I love the vibe of having eyeliner in like the waterline up the top and the bottom of the eye, eyes are just cringy for me and I can't bring myself to do it. I just kind of tend to pull it right up into my lash line on my bottom, on my bottom eye. Got there in the end. So yeah, that's what I tend to do, but I haven't done that in a good while. I used to do it like all of the time, and then I kind of found liquid eyeliner and water on the top, and since I've done that, I've kind of not gone back too much. But I might do a Not My Style video soon, I think, because I do want to try something quite interesting. But I think it's quite interesting anyway. It's just whether or not I can get the bits and pieces I need for it. So that may or may not be coming up. Next, I think I'm going to go on to highlighters. So highlighters I only actually have two of. The first one I ever bought was this one, which is by MUA. It is Shimmer Highlight Powder in Peach Diamonds. Now this, I bought it because it was when I first started learning about highlighters and stuff, and the pattern on it looks beautiful, but for some reason I don't feel like I got that much payoff on my skin with this one. So I think I used it like a handful of times and then kind of just give up on it because I just felt like it was pointless putting it on. So that is that one, but I never reached for it. It's just there. And the second highlighter is this one, which I am in love with. It is the Baked Tri-Blend Highlighter by Berry M, and it just looks like this. Now I love this because it shows up on the skin nicely, and it doesn't, or I don't feel like it gives me like any harsh lines. It's also great as well because it comes with different colours. Like I stick to this one because I'm fair skinned. Have used this one on my eye, and I have tried swirling it all together before, but like I'm kind of not really for that. Not because it doesn't look nice on the skin, because that still does, but it kind of makes it look a little bit messy. Like, I don't know if you can see here on this bit, there's a bit of that colour here, and that kind of winds me up ever so slightly, so I kind of stopped doing that. But yeah, that is the highlighter that I always tend to reach for when I wear it. Now I think I'm going to move on to bronzers. For this I actually have 3. The first one is this one. Please excuse this, it's where I pulled a sticker off and can't seem to get that bit off. This is by Maybelline New York. It's called Dream Sun and it's Triple Bronzing Powder. It is in the shade 01 Blonde and then a line and then blonde again. Now this is really nice actually for when you don't want to bronze your face too much. Like this, I feel like you could put buckets on and it still wouldn't be excessive, even though it is a lot of product, but it wouldn't look excessive. It's really nice. It actually has a slight like fragrance to it, but it's nothing overpowering. Actually looks like this, so I don't know how well you can see, but this bottom bit here with the 2 lines is a little bit darker than a medium shade, then a really light shade. Now when I wear this, I just swirl it all together and put it on that way. I haven't actually been reaching for this in a little while, but it's really good actually. And I do quite like Maybelline products as well. It's probably my second favourite drugstore brand, I would say. So yeah, that's the first bronzer. The second one is actually this one, which is the Primark PS collection. It's Bronze Glow Matte Bronzing Powder. As you can see, it was only £1. Now this is in the shade Sunrise. And it looks like this, which is a really nice colour. I only tried this once and it does have nice colour payoff. However, with the foundation I wore with this, it kind of went a bit patchy, so I feel like I have to give this another test out with a different foundation just to see if it was actually this or whether it just didn't like the like underlay. So yeah, I'm gonna give that another try and see what I think. Now for the bronzer that I use all of the time is by Revolution and it's just Bronzer Kiss. Now this is just like this. It's not much really to say about it. I really like this. It doesn't make me look muddy and I use this all the time I wear makeup. It did come with one of these little sponges, but I never actually used them. And also with this it comes with a little mirror, which you can't take this off, but I tend not to use that anyway. So I've just left that on just that it doesn't get that horrible like tackiness to it. So that is my bronzers. Also the eyeshadow palette, I found the mini one. It was actually underneath my leg, which is weird considering I didn't feel it. It is this one, which has a highlighter shade, a Morphe colour, a shimmery brown, then a deep brown, and this is from Avon and it is just in the shade Mocha Latte. So yeah, it's handy because it comes with a little mirror and this is great for everyday wear. I just thought I'd show you that one considering I just found it again, so yeah. Next, I think I'm going to go on to foundations. So for foundations, I actually have 3. Now, no I don't, I'm lying, I have 4. The first one I have is this one, which I picked up to test out for a video that I'll link down below if I can remember. This was actually really nice coverage and looked really nice on the skin. The only thing I didn't like about this is it kind of smelled like paint, and I'm one of them people that smells are kind of important to me. Like if something's too strong, I can't get over that. So I don't think I'll be reaching for this one again. However, I will still keep hold of it in case I run out. Now the next one is also a Primark foundation. It is this one and it is in My Perfect Colour in medium coverage semi-matte finish vitamin E. This was £2.50. This one I prefer so much more than this Primark one. This again looks great on the skin. It's a little bit more dewy. It is medium to light coverage, I would say, but it kind of makes your skin just look glowy and really healthy, in my opinion anyway. This one I picked up in the shade Ivory, and I feel like it works really well, so I do reach for this one quite a bit actually. So there's that one. Next one is actually a stick foundation, and this is the only stick foundation that I've ever tried. It's by Revolution. This was a £5 or £5 I should say, which is incredible. This is in the shade F2. Now I love this because it's little and compact, but the fact that it is like rose gold and like a nudie beige, like this here is quite matte, but it just looks so pretty. And then you actually have more product than I thought you would. I mean, I have used this a fair bit, but the colour is really good as well, and they actually have loads of shades to pick from. Again, this one is quite dewy, so I do tend to wear this on like hotter days and stuff. And also, because it's a stick, it is so quick to apply. Like, you literally just scribble it on your face, and then I usually use a brush for this one and just buff it out. So there's that. Now the other foundation is my favourite of all time, like sort of thing. So it's this one, which is Maybelline 24 Hour Superstay Foundation in the shade 05 Light Beige. Now this is, I will be forever buying these. It's £9.99, and it works in my skin really well, even though I have dry skin and this is matte, which you think wouldn't go together. But I just always make sure that I use moisturiser, hydrate my base, and then put this on, and it will literally last me all day, which is amazing. So this works really well in the summer as well, if you do want a bit more of a fuller coverage, because this one is full coverage but it's not in a cakey way, which is probably why I like it so much. And it's a glass bottle as well, which is quite nice. So that is my foundations. Next I have mascara. So I actually have two mascaras. The first one I have is this one, which is PS Wonderlash, and this one was from Primark. Now this is actually really good. Like, I was very skeptical, but it's a plastic wand and it's thin, so you can really get in there, and I feel like it does actually lengthen your lashes a little bit and give them that extra lift. Get in at the roots. This was £3, and I feel like it's definitely worth getting if you haven't tried it already. Also, if you do try it, please let me know what your opinion is. Now the other mascara I have is in similar packaging, weirdly. This is by Maybelline New York, and it is Lash Lift Mascara. Oh sorry, I got that wrong. It's the False Lashes Lift, bloody hell, I'm tongue tied right now. Right, the Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. Can I just get a round of applause for that? That was a mouthful. This my mum actually got because it was like, I think she said it was you buy one you get one half price. So she actually picked this one up for me, which come in really handy because I just ran out of mascara. Now, with this, it is actually a bit of a beastly wand. It is kind of like a nut, kind of hourglass shape. This one is actually fibres, not fibres in it, but like it's a non-plastic wand basically, which I haven't used since I was probably about 16. Now I was a little bit intimidated by this wand, I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't look as big there, but like when you're putting it up to your eye, I mean look, it's basically the size of my eye. However, this actually does such an amazing job. Like, this was first impression and I didn't get it anywhere. It made my lashes separate, but in a good way, made them really stand up. This I would highly recommend to try. I can't tell you how much it was, but it is Maybelline and Drugstore, so it will be quite affordable. And yeah, I would 110% recommend this. It is probably become my favourite mascara, and that's a very bold statement for me to make. So yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this, sorry guys. Now, the last things I have are actually lip products. So the first one I'm going to start off with is this one, which is by the PS collection from Primark. Now this packaging, it feels matte but kind of like rubber. It feels really pleasing, and it is a true red. Now this has like a coconutty vanilla smell to it, but like mixed in. That's all I can say. But even though it's matte, it goes on like a dream, and it is a true red. Like, I've been wanting a true red for the longest time, and I finally got one, and I feel like this was £1.50, which is amazing. So yeah, if you like reds, try this. And they do have loads of nudes in this as well, so if that's more your thing, it might be worth having a look. Now, I have this one, which is Super Stylio Satin Finish Lipstick by MUA Makeup Academy. Full coverage, soft, creamy satin lipstick. Now, it is a satin lipstick. I wouldn't necessarily say it's full coverage. It's kind of like this really nice pink berry colour, which is gorgeous. Now, I do really like this, but I feel like I couldn't wear it all day. I feel like it would irritate me a little bit. However, for a few hours, it would be quite nice, and especially considering like spring and summer's coming up, I feel like it's a really nice go-to colour. So that is that. Now I have this one, which is PS range by Primark in this beautiful rosy colour. Now this is, at the minute, my favourite lipstick. It is really nice. It goes on like a velvet finish, and then it goes on like a velvet formula, and then it dries into a matte, but it's a comfortable matte. Now I could wear this all day quite happily and have no complaints, so that is amazing. Now that one actually came in a set of 4, but I can't find 2 of them. The only other one I can find is this one, which is in this Morphe colour. Now this I actually have on my lips today, and I really like it. Like, it's not something that I would normally go for, but I'm glad that I tried it, and I wouldn't have tried it if it wasn't in the pack with this one. So I'm really grateful that I got hold of these 2, and they look really cute together as well. It's not like glass, it's like a plasticky finish, but I feel like they look quite nice. So yeah, there's those 2. Next is this lip gloss, which is by Essence, which is, I think it's a Wilkinson's brand. I did buy it in Wilkinson's, but I don't know if it's just Wilkinson's that do Essence makeup or not. However, this smells like rhubarb sweets. It looks beautiful and it doesn't feel sticky. So love this. Like, really love this. So I would highly recommend. And this was £1.99 and it smells incredible. Now we're on to the last product, which again is a lip product. It's actually this one, which is Oh My Gloss by Rimmel. It is in the shade, do you have a shade? Brilliant. Nope, that is not the shade. The shade is Snog, which is a bit, don't really like that name, but okay. Yeah, this is really nice. I still got this on. I don't know why. I've used it and then just didn't want to pull it all off because it gets sticky. This is quite comfortable and it's a really nice colour. I feel like it's really wearable. Like, you could wear this every day with like basic makeup and I feel like it would look really nice. Also, it's quite comfortable to hold. So yeah. Right, that is actually everything that I have to show you from my makeup collection. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. It would mean a lot. Thanks for watching. Bye.